There's no substitute for seat time, man. Like, there's no shortcuts in any of this shit, no matter how you want to ride. A lot of people don't even realize that I was a lot guy, you know? It wasn't until like a few years later where I like fell in love with the street shit. Seat Time with Bomani J, featuring yours truly, Highside Joe. You need seat time to learn you, your bike, the muscle memory, everything about it. The name came first in the parking lots, and then like I guess I started getting a little bit better with riding, and everybody was like, yo, you gotta make an Instagram, you gotta make an Instagram, you gotta post your riding. I'm like, I don't even know, what do I name it? How do I post? What do I do? And then they were like, yo, Highside Joe. Like, it makes so much sense. At the time, I was learning how to drift. So I high-sided a lot. Like, for those of you guys that don't know, when you're drifting, a lot of times you'll lose traction a little bit and you'll let off the gas. And when you let off the gas, the tire stops spinning and it hooks and it throws you out the other way. That's a high side. So I was religiously high-siding all day long. So that's how I got the name. It just kind of like escalated from there. Everything was just so natural and like organic. Never had plans to be like, oh, I want to be a stunt rider and create this brand and do this thing. It's just the lifestyle that came with it. I never like pushed for anything or forced anything. It just kind of happened. Highside Joe developed into the Highside Life brand. Just the freedom of it all and like the way you live is the biggest thing to me. So it's like, that's where that slogan, a life worth living, came from. It's just about living your life and like having passion for something. It really doesn't matter what it is. It might be a bike, it might be knitting, you know, you might be sick at crocheting fucking blankets. But if you take the time to do it, that's a life worth living. I'm just big on spend time with your family, do as much good as you can, live your life the best way you can, and that's it. Like, laws aside and morals, whatever, like, you know a right way to live and a wrong way to live, and I think if you put the right energy out to the world, a lot of times that comes back tenfold, so.
You a dog. You a dog. And the drone operator, you got that motherfucker down to the T.
Oh, bike versus cops, huh? That's my shit. That's what I'm talking about. Real shit. Fuck the police.
I sell some parts, I sell clothes, hoodies, t-shirts, hats, gloves, all sorts of riding stuff.
What kind of parts
It's called Highside Life. Is my company.
Highside?
Highside Life.
One of your shirts right there. With the
yeah, that's one of my shirts. My slogan
right
is a life worth living. You know, be passionate about life, go enjoy it, and that's a life worth living. That's Highside Life. So that's my logo though.
That shit is incredible.
That's why I want to put it on my face, because that's like my heart.
Yeah.
Go with the neck, dog. Go with the neck, bro. Go with the neck. Go with the neck, bro. Don't fuck up the face, bro. Go with the neck, man. Real shit.
Yeah. My mom comes smooth across that kitchen table.
Right.
You can have all the parts in the world, you can have all the talent in the world, all the passion in the world for the shit. If you don't put in the time, it's not gonna happen. Like, and it's not gonna be safe when you ride. Go to a parking lot and just ride your bike. Go cut circles, figure eights, and brake hard. Go skid your back tire a couple times. Go feel what it's like to lock up your front tire so you know how to react when something else happens. Everything boils down to seat time at the end of the day, for real. Literally, I just wanted to do wheelies, like that was it. And for stunt riding, my only goal was a high chair. I just remember watching videos of like Steve and them, and I'm like, yo, all I want to do is a high chair on the highway, and like I'm good. That's it. Like that was the end goal for me. That feeling is like crazy. It's not like you like trying to chase death, but at the same time, you're like, yo, I'm doing some sick shit right now.
I like this.
That was my cap. Like in my head, that was the craziest, most gnarly shit you could do. Like how do you top hanging over the bars on the highway like that, you know? And then like now the shit we do is just like crazy. Like, you know, we're in these packs with thousands of bikes fucking, and there's 20 of us swinging, wheeling, this, that. Like the chaos is just, it's mind blowing, man. Mind blowing. Any bike, all bikes kind of guy, man. I mean, I love my 636. I'll probably give it to that. Like that, I have the most fun. I feel the most free, and like I feel like I can express myself in my way. Like everyone's got their way of expressing themselves, their art or whatever they do. And like for me, dancing around on the 6.3 is like, that's me getting my shit out. Like my personality comes out the most, I feel like, on my 636 for whatever reason. Like I feel like the most myself. The 636 probably always gonna be my favorite. I'll never get rid of that bike, I don't think. I feel like motorcycles in general, and then the stunt riding scene on top of that, it breaks you out of a box that you didn't know you were in, really. Like it's so easy to get caught up in so many things in the world, and like I think riding just like, it lets you break everything down to just the simplicities of life. And I think that's the biggest thing.